grade team. One of the key things about this is this 8th grade team. This is where you truly find your varsity players that are coming up. They're fixing to start. They're playing this season. Then they get built up. They get put on the freshman team, and then you're really finding your key components of the players for your varsity team, playing on Friday Night Lights, and seeing what they can do there. Like I said, I have a new partner this year. Mr. Kitts. I'm very excited to have him on my side this year, doing some broadcasting for you guys. This is my final year. It's really bittersweet. I've been doing this for years now. It is my final year here broadcasting for the Falcons. But we're going to have a great year. Like I said, Mr. Kitts is a new guy on my side. For the past couple of years, we've had a couple new guys broadcasting, but we are very excited to have one here, and he is going to lead the team coming to next year. I'll be handing over the torch to his hands, and he'll be taking it on. So, yeah, welcome, Mr. Kitts.
Thank you so much. I'm just glad to be here, too. The atmosphere in Bryce Stadium is electric, getting ready for the season opener. Parents, students, everybody pulling up to the game. This is unmatched.
Yes.
We're going to pick up. Coleman is up 8-0 with 2:45 to go in the first quarter, and Florence has possession of the ball at about the 46-yard line.
And on top of that, just like talking about those key components of those players building up to their varsity year, we just had the 7th grade team play Coleman. Before this game started, they did end up winning the game. But that's where they really start. Some of these guys do play as the baby Falcons in our rec league, but they're working their way up to play in middle school on the big field, and then just working their way up from there to play in a Friday Night Light game. So very excited about that. All right, Mahan, and there's flags on the field. Mahan rolled back for this pass, but there are flags thrown.
That's going to be a false start for Florence, and that's going to send them back to about the 35. And as you're talking about earlier with all the atmosphere, the Friday Night Lights, the players know that too. The whole summer has been a grind for them. I know that, and they're very aware of what's to come. So high expectations here. We'll see if they can deliver and impress the people who need to be impressed.
Mahan gets ready to take the snap. It's going to roll back, looking for a pass. Slings it high in the air, aiming for number 2 for the Falcons, and it's going to slip right through his hands.
Almost an absolutely electric play early in the game, but just unable to connect. And that was going for Davion Butler, but just a little too long for Mahan. Falcons getting ready, getting in the huddle as some substitution being made. 35, that is going to be Hayden Beckwith coming on the field now for the Falcons.
And just like you were talking about, these guys have been grinding the whole summer, doing some summer workouts to lead up to this point, being on the field against another team, playing the game they love. And it truly shows in these games how hard they have been working, just as it goes for the varsity team as they worked hard to get ready to play Muscle Shoals tomorrow night.
Absolutely, and that is going to be an electric game, rivalry early to start. I know that everybody at the high school, the Falcons, even the Trojans are ready for that one. That's going to be fun. And these players hoping to get to that spot someday, just being on the field. Rivalry week, nothing like it.
As the Falcons pick up a couple yards, not making any big difference there, as it will be 4th down.
Falcons are looking to probably punt here. That's what it's looking like. Well, maybe not. Mahan coming back on the field. Falcons may be going for it here on 4th down early, but no, I don't think it'll be the case as Coleman gets ready for the return. Falcon offense coming out of the sideline, and for Florence, you just need to be able to pick up some big plays. Like they almost had that touchdown early on to Davion Butler there. Just need to be in the rhythm, find their chemistry, find their groove, and that is how they're going to win this game against a tough Coleman team.
1,000%. 122 left in the game for the first quarter. Then we'll be going into the second. Falcons playing good stuff on defense there. Just can't move the ball really on offense. They've got to change their ways up a little. But hopefully they will find their key component that they need to do to get that ball downfield.
Absolutely. Both teams are absolutely still in this one, and Falcons looking for some hope here on the next drive, but defense is going to have to come out and get a stop here. As they have been good to start, we'll see if they can roll it over to the offense as well.
So both teams trot back out on the field. Falcon defense getting ready to put a stop on the ball. Again, as he said, 8-0 with Coleman leading.
Coleman now. One back in the backfield, getting ready for the snap. Here we go. Coleman fakes the snap, hands it off. Solid running from Coleman, about 4 yards on the play, and that is going to be 2nd down.
Brought down by number 17 for the Falcons. Coleman has, like I was just saying, the Falcons need to find their point. It seems that Coleman does have that point, that they know where to go, how to get the ball downfield, even if it takes little steps, but any way to get that ball into where you need it.
Absolutely. This Coleman team just looks mid-season form early on, very coordinated. As another, a fake handoff. Now looking to throw for Coleman, rolling out to his right under pressure, unable to get it off, incomplete. Fantastic defense from the Falcons. Good pressure coming in to force that incompletion. And that is what you need for the Falcons. This D-line is looking for that kind of pressure all game, as they were able to just get past the O-line, out-physical them there, and get to the quarterback. And more of that is going to be exactly what they need here on 3rd and 5.
It seems to be your quarterback for the 8th grade team. Mahan is playing both sides of the ball. I'm looking at him out there on the field, and he is playing both sides of the ball, so you know he's playing hard.
He is, absolutely, and that is something that coaches at the high school, recruits, even so on, will love. Those dual threats are very important. As a flag on the snap, that is going to be offsides, I believe, for the Falcons. And that is going to move the ball up. Maybe an automatic first down here. That is not what you need, just these mistakes early on in the season. No, they're hoping to wrinkle them out later on in the game, later on in the weeks as they go on. But just for now, maybe some jitters early on against a tough team.
Just as I was talking about, that Coleman offense has found their stride to get that ball downfield, whether it takes a flag, put them up, whether it's run, whatever they're doing, but they know how to move that ball downfield. It's going to be complete. It's going to get the first down, still on his feet, but brought down short.
Fantastic run after catch there from Coleman. That's going to be number 11, the wide receiver there. And Coleman, absolutely, as you said, just finding their rhythm here. Nothing too big, nothing too small either, just these medium kind of plays. They're just so far proven to be very effective against the Florence defense. But they're going to look to hopefully iron that out and see if they can pull off something here. Maybe, find some formations, see what they like here. As the defense able to get some pressure, going to be a dump off. And Coleman now with a run. Brewing going down, and the Falcons able to get the stop.
Right down around the 25-yard line.
Coleman now in red zone territory. This is where it gets dangerous. The defense really needs to buckle down here, see what they can do about this. So far, unstoppable offense.
They're getting that ball downfield, and either way it takes, another first down for Coleman in the territory where they want to be. Let's see what the Falcon defense can do to stop this ball.
About 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Coleman may let this run out, as they will. Heading to the sidelines. Into your first quarter, we have Coleman leading the game 8-0, rolling into the second.
Just talking about a little things out of the first quarter is, like we were just talking about, that Falcon defense is, they haven't really found what they need to do on their side of the ball. They're doing some good things, they're doing some bad things, and you're going to have that in a football game. But they really got to buckle down, just as you were saying, and get through those holes. That offensive line is doing a great job for Coleman, blocking for their quarterback. It's just that defensive side of the ball has got to get through those holes and get to the quarterback quick, because they are getting that ball downfield.
Absolutely. It just feels like every single time Florence has a chance, Coleman able to take it away. And as you said, the D-line need to get some pressure in there. That's really going to be a game changer here. As the secondary hasn't been too bad this game, just some short passes, able to drive Coleman down the field. But these cornerbacks are just looking for some help from the defensive line. As both teams getting set now in the huddle, that's going to be both the Falcons and Coleman getting ready now. Start of the second quarter. Coleman still on offense at about the 25 in dangerous territory for the Falcons. Let's see what we can do on defense here for Florence. As both teams getting set now, rolling out, and getting ready for the start of the second quarter.
This is number 8. Mahan's going to come out on that side of the ball, rest for a minute before his offensive side goes back out. Defense has really got to make a stop here.
Absolutely, and Mahan's been key to this game so far. As Coleman looking to throw, and they will have a strike, and that's going to be a touchdown for Coleman to start the second. That's going to make our score 14-0.
Very close call there, as he had about 3 guys covering right there. Just slightly caught that ball right there on the tip of his fingers, able to get it in and get a touchdown for that team.
Absolutely, that was a good play from the receiver there for Coleman, able to get the break on the slant and just had a lot of room from there, able to maneuver around the defense. As Coleman going for 2, 26 in motion. And that will not pan out to anything, as he is on the left now. One back in the backfield. Coleman getting set for their 2-point conversion. Here's a snap. Coming now. Coleman. Handoff. And the draw play able to get them in. some fakes to start, but the Falcon defense unable to get an answer.
That'll make your score 16-0, as you were just saying. Falcon offense has got to come out here and get that ball downfield, as they've been struggling. The past couple drives they've been out on the field. Just can't really find what they need to do to get the ball where they want it, but they got to come out and make something happen before the half.
Absolutely. And some key players here, as you were talking about. Mahan is going to be back on the field now, playing both sides of the ball, very important. But now more important than ever, his quarterback role, switching from D-line to quarterback. Lots of running in the game for him so far. Let's see if he can keep his stamina up, as this game has proven to be a long one so far for the Falcons. Both teams getting set now. Coleman in the huddle, and the kickoff team coming out as we're going to start at the 25-yard line for the Falcons.
Here we go. Both teams getting ready to get set up. As we were just talking about, Mahan's got to make something happen here. He is a key player for this whole team, playing both sides of the ball. The kid's a strong dude, known him his whole life, and he just does not give up, and that's one thing you got to love about Mahan. His older brother was a quarterback for a while before he graduated 2 years ago. Let's see what he can do on this drive.
Mahan now. Here's a snap and a handoff, and
on his feet. Keep going at the 40-yard line on his feet, running as the Coleman defense can't get to him, making a slight move, and is going to walk it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyon Williams able to get points on the board for the Falcons. An electric run, and that is what we need more of here. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic drive to start the second quarter, as the Florence Falcons able to get a fantastic answer.
As we were just talking about, is the Falcons really needed to find what they wanted to do, what move they wanted to pull to get that ball down to where they needed it, and they found it as they came off, watching their defense try to put a stop on that Coleman team. The offense was ready to go out there and play the game.
That's going to give a spark of life to this offense. Now they are as hyped up as anyone in this stadium. As we're going for two now, Mahan looking for the snap. Two wide receivers out, one back in the backfield. Here it is. Mahan with the run. He's going to keep it, and he will have it, stretching for the goal line. And that is going to make your score 18-6 with 5:39 left in the second.
Big plays right there by the Falcons, coming in clutch. Just as we were talking about, and we'll say it again, the Falcons really needed to find what move they wanted to pull on Coleman, as they got a good look at him, a couple different drives that they were on, trying to figure out what they needed to do to put points on the board. And as you just saw, the Falcons found exactly what they needed to do.
Absolutely. And another key story of this game, number 4 on the field, Justin Kirkman. He has suffered an injury. He's normally a key receiver for the middle school team, but he will only be playing defense today due to this. That is going to be detrimental for the Falcons, but if we can get anything like what we had last play, that is not going to be a problem here, as they hope Kirkman can return soon.
Score on the board right now, 16-8 with 5:39 left to go for the half. Second quarter, as the Falcon defense trots back out on the field. And as you see, number 8, Mahan, is going to be back out on the field playing defensive side. They've really got to do something here to stop that Coleman offense. The Coleman offense knows exactly what they need to do to get through this Falcon defense, but that defensive line has got to find the hole, get through that offensive line that's been doing an amazing job tonight, and stop the ball.
Absolutely. As Coleman now getting ready for the snap, both teams getting in their three-point stances, as Coleman with the snap, looking, fires, and he will have it complete. Number 6, fumble. Oh, Coleman able to recover, but that's going to be a huge loss. Fantastic for the Falcons. Loss of about 7 on that play, as it just was unable to connect. As I was talking about earlier, number 4, Justin Kirkman, he has come out on the field wearing a brace. He will be playing safety for this game, normally a receiver, but instead he'll have to opt for this position.
And the refs have thrown up a signal as that ball was ruled incomplete.
Oh, that is going to be quite the setback for the Falcons, but fair call from the referee.
Second and 10.
Coleman now, here's a snap, handed off to the running back, and he is still driving, able to get about 6 to 7 on the play. That incompletion is just kind of demoralizing for the Falcon team. You know, they thought they had a big strike there, huge loss, but instead going to be called back as an incompletion. They just have to keep their momentum up and be able to keep that same energy they had after that touchdown.
That's a good. Coleman getting down, ready to do a QB sneak as they're going to get the first down. It looks like they might have been stopped a little short, but I can't really tell from where we are.
Yeah, we're going to see those kind of push back from the Falcon defense at the end there on the tush push. We'll see if Coleman's able to convert. No signal yet. That'll be a first down for the Coleman Bobcats, able to get the 2 yards they needed, and that's going to be a new set of downs for Coleman.
Good call right there by the Coleman offense. Just using that QB sneak to get that, as they were a little short from the first down, getting it right up in the middle, getting that first down for their team. As their line back down, Coleman quarterback with the ball, rolling back, looking for a toss, slings it high in the air, and short of an interception by number 2 for the Falcons.
Yeah, Davion Butler almost with another strike there. We said his name earlier in the game. I think he'll be another key, as he almost had an interception, just unable to get it. A little off for both the receiver and the cornerback there. And on that last drive, the 3rd and 2 QB sneak, that play has just been proved to be so good. NFL level, collegiate level, just every single aspect of the game. That play has been fantastic from what I've seen. Coleman now getting ready, number 4 and 1 back in the backfield. That's going to be a 4-receiver look as Coleman with the pass. Screen pass to number 11. And Coleman now, one of the Falcon defenders tripped, but still able to get him down after a 5-yard run after the catch.
And get about 5 there, bringing him to the 3rd down.
That was a good play for the Falcons there, just not letting up anything, keeping the receiver in front of them, not just letting any more breaks happen like we saw earlier with that touchdown, the slant, but able to get it down. That's going to be 3rd and 4 now for Coleman. Falcon defense looking, hoping to get a stop here. Coleman now takes a snap. He's going to roll out. Oh, and he has a man. That is going to be a huge gain for Coleman, still on his feet. And number 26, the receiver for Coleman, able to get him down to the red zone about the 15.
Pushed out of bounds around the 15. Coleman getting a huge gain there for their team. Back in territory where they want to be, as the Falcon defense has kind of let up just a bit, as they were doing pretty good on that last drive, but they've let Coleman get up into their territory. They really got to do a big stop here, put them at 4th down, put a stop, and put their offense back on the field to score.
Absolutely. That's pretty crushing for a defense who was just hoping, had a good drive going, and then that play, those game-changing plays are the name of the game, honestly. As Coleman now looking for the snap. He has a man, another screen pass. That's been pretty important thus far. Number 6, but good coverage from the Falcons, able to get him out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain. Playing some underneath defense there on the cornerbacks. That's what you need after such a short pass. Maybe like a dig on that huge play for Coleman. You need to have some underneath people just able to cover those up, make the interception, possibly at most get the tackle.
All right, referee calls a timeout, letting both teams come to the side. Just a little brief overview as we were just talking about. Falcon defense did really good there. Mahan still out on the ball. If I was them, I'd probably pull them out, let him rest up before that offense goes back out, because it's looking like here in a few minutes that he will be back out on the field on the offensive side. Both teams doing really good tonight, as the Falcon on that last drive had a humongous gain of yardage, getting the touchdown for their team, and that's exactly what they needed, as they struggled a little bit in the first couple drives, but came back strong, got a touchdown. That defense is just struggling to stop that Coleman offensive line, putting the block on them, letting the quarterback have all day to figure out where he's going to throw it. So the defense has really got to come back out on this drive, as it is 2nd down. The Falcon defense has got to make something happen here. Like I was just saying, put a big stop, put the offense back on the field, and let's score another touchdown.
Absolutely. A term you hear a lot in the football world, complementary football, defense playing for offense, offense playing for defense. That is what you need here, as some electricity from the Falcons early on, as you touched there, by Kyon Williams. He was the one with the rushing touchdown. And now defense hoping to get some of that momentum on their own side of the ball.
Let's see, Coleman getting ready to snap the ball. Quarterback rolls back, looking for another short pass, tosses it high in the air, and is going to be intercepted by the Falcons.
Wow, a tip drill, and the Falcons able to come down with it. Exactly what they need here, and Mahan going to be back on the field as the quarterback this time. A change of possession here, and the Falcons are ready.
Big play right there by the Falcons, making an interception happen. That's exactly what they needed to do, as we were just talking about how they needed to make a stop and put the offense back on the field. But, hey, I'll take that any day, making it happen quick. Let's see what the Falcons can do.
Absolutely, and the D-line finally able to get some pressure there. That led to the kind of banana ball throw, if you will, as the Falcons were able to pull off the interception. And Mahan back on the field on offense now from the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left in the game. Looking for the call now over to the coach, and Falcons have got it. Number 12 is Frace. That's going to be King Frace, and he is now on the far right side. Maybe timeout now.
Timeout called by the Falcons. It's looking like they had a little bit of confusion. That's not what you want to do. after that big play by the Falcons. You don't want any confusion going out there as you are down. Score is 16-8, so the Falcons, as they should, called that timeout, coming off to the side, figuring out what they're going to do, then they go out and make something happen.
Absolutely. Some visibly confused faces there for the Falcons, and they're going to have to burn a timeout pretty late into the second quarter at about the 2-minute, 58-second mark. And for the Falcons here, what they're hoping to do is just keep this momentum coming. You know, you got the rushing touchdown, got the interception, maybe a big play here as the Coleman defense is maybe a little shocked, if you will, after that last one. Just the first strike of the game for Florence, and they're hoping to get that same electricity going.
Here we go, both teams getting lined down. Looking like we still have more confusion. Coach out on the field making something happen. Here we go, Mahan getting ready for the snap.
And number 12, there's still some confusion on the field. Number 12, that's going to be King Frace from earlier, being pulled out. A handoff now. And stopped up after a very short game. Coleman defense just able to crowd the line, and that is not what you need for the Falcons.
Flag is called by the ref. It's going to back up the Falcons.
That is.
And it's going to be a false start called by the Whitecap. Bring the Falcons back, and as we were just talking about, that's not what you want to start off. After a huge play by the Falcons, as we just saw, big interception on that drive by the Coleman offense, threw it right to our guy, but now we are backed up, not where we want to be.
Absolutely. As no confusion now, Mahan takes the snap, giving it to number 3, and stopped up after a decent gain, about 4 yards. That'll make it around 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. 2nd and 12 to be exact. Florence now just hoping to keep up some of this, just the energy they've had off the interception. The sideline looking a little dry right now, but Florence team very strong, hoping to pull off the win here. First game of the season, absolutely crucial to defining what they're able to do the rest of this year.
Falcons getting ready to snap the ball, get that ball downfield as you're at. 2nd and about 12. Mahan looking for the throw, tossing it to his guy, and is intercepted by Coleman.
Just not the best throw there from Mahan. Some double coverage looks. He had a man open. That was going to be number 2 on a long post, but a little short, and Coleman able to capitalize with an interception.
2:11 left on the clock for the first half, as the Falcons just did exactly what Coleman just did to us. Threw it right to our guy. I will say, if Mahan would have got that ball a little higher, went over his head, that would have been a touchdown. That guy was wide open in the backfield, wide open, ready to run it downfield, but Mahan just a little too short of the toss, getting the interception.
Absolutely. And for any quarterback, really, that's just a risk you're willing to take. You know, the touchdown for the interception, just a marginal error. But next time, if he's just able to get just the right throw, just the right angle, just the right look, that could be a very different story, and we could be talking about the end zone right now.
And here we go. Falcon defense has got to put another stop on this ball, as it did good. They didn't put a stop on it. Threw it right to our guy. Let's make a big stop happen here. Quarterback rolls back looking for toss. And it's going to be back intercepted by the Falcons. Running still on his feet. Brought down around the 40.
That's going to be Davion Butler. A redemption down for him there. He was the one who was the target on the Mahan interception, but now able to get the pick of his own. And that is just – you cannot write this up. That is fantastic playing from the Falcons as the offense now coming back on the field. Lots of energy here. Mahan getting ready. Everybody getting ready. Receivers, running backs, O-line, ready for this down with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
I'll tell you something. That was a game of hot potato, getting the ball back and forth, and that's exactly what we needed, putting the Falcon offense back on the field, putting them in a good position of the ball. Let's see what they can make happen here.
Absolutely. And Davion Butler, after the interception, looking at the far left, he plays both sides of the ball just as Mahan does, and just as well, quite frankly. As Mahan now backing up a little bit, looking for the snap. Here it is, Mahan, and he will hand it off. Oh, no!
And fumbled. The ball goes, and Coleman picks it up, it looks like.
That is not what you need there. The running back just getting tripped up, and he just drops the ball, and that goes right back to Coleman.
It does look like the Falcons might keep it. I did see, I think his knees did hit the ground, so he must have been down before that ball came loose, so we might be good.
Tough call for the refs here, as it's just those very short 1 second plays that make such a difference. And the refs will call it in the Falcons' favor, as we're keeping the ball here after a no gain on the play. Some confusion now. Swapping sides, all the receivers here, as Mahan getting ready for the snap. It appears everything has been sorted out, and Mahan now rolling out to his right, looking, doesn't have anyone. He may do it on his own, able to run in about 4 yards on the play.
Good couple yards right there by Mahan. Looking for a guy to toss it to, but that Coleman defense got to him way too quick, pushing him out of bounds, but got a couple yards. That's what we need, putting him at 3rd down.
Absolutely. This is a crucial down right here. 3rd and 6, about 50 seconds left in the quarter. Right here is go big or go home for the Falcons, just looking for something, some kind of driving, some sort of touchdown, anything that they can get here, just hoping for some answer to this strong Coleman defense as of late. As the Falcons in the huddle, they're breaking it up now, and 4 receivers, 1 back in the backfield, probably a throw here. That's going to be 1 high deep safety for Coleman as Mahan takes the snap. Looking, Mahan, both directions, rolling out now. Mahan getting tracked down, and he will be stopped about a yard or 2 short of the line to gain, but there is a flag on the play. Wow, very eventful down there for the Falcons. Mahan looking a little frustrated as we'll see what the call is here from the refs. That's going to be a face mask call on the defense, and that is going to be a 1st down for the Falcons. As in the huddle now for both teams. Very important down there, just piece on top of piece on top of piece, like a jigsaw puzzle there. The flag, the run, the looking. The Falcons here just hoping to get some open receivers, take their big shot, but as of this 2nd quarter, just not been able to do that.
It's been back and forth before these two teams. Both teams playing a strong game, but like we were talking about just a minute ago, it's almost like a game of hot potato, man. It's just going back and forth with those interceptions, and it was almost right back to Coleman as that fumble happened, but the refs ruled it as the knees were down, which is good for the Falcons, keeping the ball. Let's see what they can do here.
Absolutely. So far, it's been like a tennis match in the football game, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, as you said, as the Falcons now looking for their big shot. 15 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 6 still for the Falcons, even after the flag. Mahan now, lots of receivers. Coleman defense playing off the line a lot. They know what is coming here. Just some deep shots, hoping to guard that as Mahan takes the snap. Looking deep, Mahan fires, and that will be intercepted by Coleman, number 26. Wow, a close call there. Almost a reception that they needed, but just off, and Coleman will capitalize on that. Crushing for the Falcons there, looking for something big and unable to get that, and even worse, the interception. 5 seconds left in the game now for Coleman as they will have the ball.
Coleman's going to call a timeout here real quick, bring both teams on the side, talking some stuff over, as you just said. 5 seconds left to go in the half, your score being 16-8. Falcons really got to make something happen here before the half. Then both teams can go in, talk some stuff over. Falcon offense has really got to talk some stuff over and figure out how to play together. It seems they've been struggling. You got receivers going one way, and it just seems Mahan doesn't want them to go the way they're going. Looking like we had some confusion earlier as the team walked out there on the field, just having confusion left and right. So they really got to go in at halftime, talk some stuff over, do some coaching, come back out, and win this game.
Absolutely. And to their credit, this is a season opener. A lot of time to figure this stuff out, but early on in the game, just hoping to iron out these nerves, get out the jitters, if you will, and trying to have some sort of life in this offense. As down 1 possession now, Coleman coming back on the field. They may just kneel it out to the half here, or they may go for something, actually. 3 receivers coming, 1 in motion.
With their position on the field, it looks like they will go for it with 5 seconds left. They are up. Let's see what they can do here. As the quarterback's going to take the snap, rolling back, looking for a toss to the left. He's going to catch it, and he's going to roll it back. Number 22 on his feet still. Number 1 for the Falcons going to push him out.
Some trickery there from Coleman. A pretty good game, about 15, but that will do it for the first half. Your score, Coleman 16, Florence 8.
Good stuff out of both teams. That Falcon defense doing a good job on some plays, doing not so good of a job on some plays. They've got to make something happen, as we've been talking about all night. That Coleman offensive line is doing a great job holding those guys up, just making it where those guys for the Falcon team cannot get through those holes back to the quarterback, because it just seems like they have all the time in the day to figure out where he's going to throw it, where he's going to run it. As for the Falcon offense side of the ball, they had a huge drive, getting a touchdown on that drive that you saw earlier, just on his feet, and that kid is quick, making it happen. So they both need to go in, figure some stuff out. Coleman has had some good stuff happen too, but both teams got to go in, figure out how they're going to finish this game off, as you got 2 more quarters left of the game. A lot more football to play. Let's see what these teams decide.
Absolutely, and I think a focus for the second half for Florence, maybe the rushing game, whether it be the quarterback, Mahan, whether it be Williams, their back, both sides, both players able to just have some success there. The passing game just not as much, hoping to get some receivers, some open looks, some good connection from quarterback to receiver, but the running game may be nice just to say, hey, you know, we're still in this game, we still have life, lots of ball to play, let's see what we can do.
All righty, both teams going in for halftime. We're going to take a little break here, let them go in, and we will be right back when both teams get back on the field to finish this game.
Was a major proponent in a lot of my success. The teachers here at Florence are the most supportive people I have ever met. So many of them have gone out of their way to help me do things. They are amazing people and will stop at nothing to help you get where you want to be. There's this program, you'll be working with like college courses and you'll be able to get most of your college requirements out of the way and you can focus more on your major. Why can't we allow students to stay with the rest of the kids now while we have them today?
For over 100 years, TNT Fireworks has been a proud champion of the Shoals area. Whether you're at a tailgate, backyard barbecue, or a weekend getaway with friends and loved ones, or gathering together to celebrate the holidays, TNT thanks you for letting us be a part of your family. Go Falcons!
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
To create, to tell, to innovate, and to lead. This is an extraordinary crisis. Preach the screech owl. I love what I do. There's a reason why Florence City Schools was ranked the best district to teach in Alabama. We are one Florence. That was something that coaches always told me, because you have a future in this, you have to keep working, you have to do everything that you can to make it work. I wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for us.
Be sure to go check out concessions. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, sweet treats, sodas, and water. Great food, great people.
And we are back, Falcon fans. I'm Corbin Kitts, and I have a new partner by my side.
Phineas Milliman.
And we are glad to be here for the second half. Both teams a strong first half. 8-16 still your score. 1 minute left in the halftime break. As the Falcons have had a strong start here. Their rushing game, as I talked about earlier, has been the key here. Hopefully getting some energy in the passing game. But so far, some key players, Costin Mahan playing both sides of the ball. Also, Justin Kirkman, as I talked about earlier, still hurt, but making a difference on defense, playing safety.
For sure.
And Kyon Williams, kind of a sleeper too, as he has the only touchdown in the game so far, just a huge run play, and that is what they need more of here, the Falcon offense.
Yeah, I 100% agree right now. They need it.
Yeah, the Falcons just hoping for some life here, as they have had a strong start still in the game, absolutely. Lots of time on the clock, but they will need to find some bigger plays, go down the field some more, compile these drives just one on top of the other, let everything fall into place and win their season opener.
Yeah, for sure. Right now they're down by 8. Not looking the greatest, but I know they can get it back.
Absolutely. As teams now coming out, they're out of the locker room, maybe some stretching going on here, coaching adjustments being made, and this has just been a back-and-forth game so far, as Caden talked about earlier. Just hot potato, honestly. Falcons get one thing. The Bobcats able to answer, just back and forth and back and forth. I know both of us play tennis. We probably like this game a lot, just
sure.
Lots of just fast movement, lots of electricity, and the Falcons looking for just more of that, honestly. More of what they had, that 70-yard rushing play. That was what they need. They're energized. They're ready. We're ready. Everything is falling in place. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left from the break as teams now getting ready, getting stretched up, just hoping, both teams hoping to set the tone for their season by winning the opener.
Yeah, I was just down there, and the game is getting heated. It is a cool game.
Absolutely.
Hard hits.
Absolutely. No love lost between these two teams.
For sure.
Coleman and Florence. Not exactly rivals, but you could call them that. They've played many, many times in the past, varsity, JV, and middle school. And as we talked about earlier, middle school in this second half, looking for some of these big plays, looking to, be the next ones up, being the next ones on Friday, playing, being the next ones taking the snaps, just running the ball, being everything that they want to be in their future.
Sure.
As the high school level is just so important. Many scholarships come from here. We've had one of our own, Jaleel Hurley. He went to the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa down there, and he will be getting some playing time this season. This is very important for the Falcons. They know as much as we do that this is really defining for them. It can be absolutely career-ending or career-making for them, even at the middle school level.
Yeah. This game Friday is going to be heated against our rivals, Muscle Shoals.
Absolutely. So much energy on rivalry week, and even some energy here so far, but that is just unmatched. Varsity taking on varsity, Muscle Shoals taking on Florence Falcons. Be there if you can. That's going to be a good one this Friday at Muscle Shoals, the River Rivalry. 1 minute left now in the break. Both teams getting set. Some high fives, some hugs going out. Everybody ready, hoping to finally pull off this tight game so far. Maybe one team breaks in front of the other. The Falcons looking for some signs of life here, and we're going to see what they can do.
For sure.
As the Bearcats are on their sideline now, and Florence is still getting some stretching in, some warm-ups. No problem with that, just hoping to get some feel for it.
Yeah, about 30 seconds. Looks like they're huddling up now, talking about the game.
Absolutely.
Some plays.
Lots of coaches on staff here, just everybody getting ready, making their adjustments. This is what you need, some fluidity here, just everybody calming down. Hey, we're still in this game. As I've said many times, Florence knows that too, but they do need some big plays here against this tough Coleman defense, especially the D-line. They need more pressure, just hoping to find the creases, as the most important play really on defense was when they were able to get pressure. They had the D-lineman run in, we got some pressure on the quarterback, just in a ride ball, and they were able to pick it off. So D-line the key to this second half for the Florence Falcons. As for the Bearcats, they are just hoping to keep up what they got so far. The Florence team energized and ready. They just hope they can pull this off. But I know that our Florence Falcons are ready for this as much as they are. Getting ready to start the second half here, both teams, the last huddle here.
Referee's getting ready to put down the ball, getting them lined up.
It looks like both teams now are just about set, maybe a few more seconds here.
Gathering starting players,
Absolutely. And this has just been a tough game so far, honestly, for the Falcons.
It's been a back and forth.
Absolutely.
Physical game.
This is what these players want, though. They're not looking for the small run-of-the-mill blowout games. This is what defines their character, who they are, everything about them. These tight games, one-on-one, just man-on-man football. As the Florence Falcons now will start the half with the ball. 8-16 your score, starting the third quarter. Mahan now looking for the snap. Here we go. One back in the backfield. He'll take it. Number 3, running. Still on his feet as a good spin move gets him about 7 yards in the play.
William Kion. Not sure if that's how you say his name, but he got a good couple yards.
Absolutely. And he was the one early on with that rushing touchdown. Huge. As you saw it on the field, what was that like, just the electricity in the stadium after that?
Oh, it was crazy. There were so many people getting hype and everything.
Absolutely.
Very loud, but it's so cool.
Friends, family, students, teachers, everybody here watching this game. As another run now to Kion Williams. Some athletic maneuvering, still on his feet, and that is good for a Florence first down to about the 50-yard line.
He can take a lot of tackles.
Absolutely. Just juking, spinning, breaking tackles. Kion Williams is honestly the key to this game. As I talked about earlier, the rushing game, ever as important here. He'll be looking for his second touchdown on the night, hoping to tie it up with Coleman here. But just keeping this same kind of vibe he has going. He's in his groove, hoping to get the team on his back, carry them to their first win of the season.
For sure.
Florence now, 3 receivers out wide. They're going to have Williams in the backfield. Mahan looking for the snap. He takes it. And he fakes it on the read option. Mahan, a fumble for the Falcons. 2 fumbles on the play. Mahan fumbled. Then Malik Turner picked it up. Another fumble, and Coleman will get it at the 50-yard line. Just back and forth there, tossing the ball around, unable to get a grip on it. Slippery hands, and Coleman will have the ball at the 50-yard line. Wow. This game has
a turn of events for sure.
Absolutely. This game has stayed the same so far, just so much back and forth. Even in the second half here, just you got to fall on the ball on these kind of plays. You know, it doesn't matter if you get the big gain. It doesn't matter if you're going for the touchdown off of the fumble recovery. Just falling on it, getting ready for the next down, and then you can see what you can do from there. But Florence unable to do that here. Just a tight game so far. Mahan getting a little frustrated with himself, playing defense now, playing on the D-line as he's waving his hands in the air a little bit. Now he's ready. Both teams. Coleman getting set. Some conversation between the Coleman running back and quarterback. A little confusion maybe, but now all teams set. Looking like a 2-back look here, and they will hand it off to number 22. He's been key. And Mahan able to make the tackle. That is huge. Still pushing, and the referee blows the whistle after no gain, or maybe a loss of 1 for the Falcons. Mahan able to take out that frustration on the last drive, just his fumble, able to take that out on the running back, and that is what you need. You need to channel this kind of, all the spirit, all the fight in this game. You need to put that into yourself and against the other team. Coleman now getting set for 2nd and 10. No gain after a great stop by Mahan. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right. He'll have a screen pass. Florence able to get it. Wow.
Number 21 got a nice tackle.
That's going to be Jakylan Williams on the tackle, as this defense knows what they need to get done now. Short tackles, no gain, don't allow anything. This is what they need. I know that just so much of this game has been about the offense, as we've talked about, but the defense here too, just needing something, and this is exactly what they have, you know, just these great stops underneath, able to not allow any yards, just stonewall defense here. As Coleman takes a snap, they'll have a screen pass that they have many times this game, and the Falcons able to stop it, roaring out of the locker room on the defense, able to make it 4th and 12.
Coleman is not moving an inch.
Absolutely, just iron curtain here for the Florence Falcons. That's what you need on defense. Everybody getting energized, happy, just ready to go. And that'll be 4th and 10.
Looks like they're getting pushed back about a foot every time.
Absolutely, just these no gain, loss. This is what the Falcons have needed. Just the coaching adjustments on defense proving to have worked out here, as Florence will now get the ball after Coleman is willing to punt it. Both teams now getting set, defense and offense. Just, wow, that may set the tone for the Falcons here. If defense is playing like this, we got to see what the offense can do. They came out, didn't have the greatest drive, turned it over. But if that is like CPR for the offense, that's what we need here, just energizing them, getting that spirit ready. Everything is coming down to this game. Just a fantastic start is what they want here. And this is what they had to the second half. So far, both teams been strong, but the offense looking for some energy here. That's been the weak point of this game. Nothing bad, nothing too intense, nothing too big, just except for that one run play. That was really the key to this game. That's what they need. They need these big plays, going down the field, running after the catch, fans screaming. That is what they want here.
It's hard to do good plays with this defense. They're playing some good defense this game.
Absolutely. The Bearcats have been a strong team so far, as Florence will have it at the 22-yard line. 2:47 to go in your game. 8-16 still the score. 1st and 10 now. Second drive on offense of the quarter. Receiver in motion. Mahan takes a snap, looking, hands it off. And a cut from the running back, but nothing more.
Got about a couple yards, 5, 6.
Solid run, but just nothing, just this methodical football, like a metronome, just ticking, these short plays. They're looking for some big shots here, as I've talked about, and as you've talked about, both of us. But so far, just been these short plays, and the defense very strong, but maybe the Falcons looking for some more passing options here. Running game has been strong, but the pass is what they need. as Florence now another handoff, another gain of about 4. Wow, just these gashing runs so far, just very consistent with the running game, but you need some more big plays here as 77 for the Bearcats, slow to get up, but he will be able to as Coleman defense getting set. Substitution now, 65 coming off the field. The Florence Falcons getting ready on 3rd and 2. A big down here. Mahan takes the snap. Another handoff. And that might have it. I think that the running back was just able to get over. Some still rebuttal at the end from the defense, but ref blowing the whistle, and we will have the first down. Wow. Just these solid runs, nothing big, just takes a lot of time off the clock, though. They're looking for something, just anything more. It's absolutely good. You can get down the field with this, but to really set the tone on offense, what you need is a pass down the field, receiver making a man miss, just anything like this. As a strange look now, almost a wildcat, but one back in the backfield, single back look, and Mahan hands it off for no gain on the play. Coleman defense able to roar and stop the running back. Number 35, Dresden Shimakonis was the running back there, as not able to get much. He'll come off the field now in favor of Kayon Williams. He was the star of this game for the Falcons offense. Just that huge rushing play, so much going for him, as he is now back on, looking for another one of those, hoping to even out the score here with the Bearcats. Mahan takes a snap, looking to pass, fires, just off from Malik Turner. He had his man beat on the out route. That would have been a pretty good gain there, but unable to get anything. That's going to make our down 3rd and 11. This Coleman defense just been so tough, Both teams just looking for some hype, looking for anything they can get, A win in week 1 is absolutely just a big start for the team. That gets talked about all around the city even. The middle school, the high school, everywhere for the Falcons. A win here would be very, very, very nice.
For sure. A good win for their first game will up their spirits,
Absolutely. Mahan looking, fires downfield. He may have a man, and just off. Maybe pass interference, and the flag will come on, as that may push the Falcons down the field with a huge flag there. Mahan had a shot to Davion Butler. He was able to get the interception earlier in the game. We called his name, but almost a touchdown there, just a little bit off from the Coleman DB, pushing him down, and that's going to drive the Falcons down the field with the pass interference call. First down for the Falcons. Penalty gave him about 10 yards up, as they are now looking. They took the big shot as they needed to and unable to connect, but it did pay off with the mistake from the defense. Mistakes are something you need to capitalize on, and Falcons are looking to do that now on 1st and 10. 30 seconds left in the quarter, as timeout called now. Just looking for some coaching adjustments here on the play. Maybe something they didn't like, maybe not the greatest look. Give the players a break, talk to them about how that went. We had the big shot, we had the touchdown, we had all the plays ready. We just got to have more of that. Talk about what they like, what they didn't like, as all the players now come into the huddle.
Yes.
I know that you were down on the sideline earlier, Phineas. What was the energy like from the players? Just
amazing, especially from the players. The families, too. The families were yelling, but the players were hyping each other up, making sure they were playing good, critiquing their games, but it was good.
Absolutely. Mom and Dad, the biggest fans at all levels of sports, any sport, and that has proved to be the case here. Lots of energy as Brawley Stadium is getting excited here. The Falcons at about the 50-yard line. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. Florence looking to tie it up before the 4th quarter rolls around, and that will be desperation time, really. Hoping to get something going before then. Receiver in motion now. Florence looking. Number 12 for the Falcons, King Fraze, getting pulled off, as Mahan takes a snap, 3 receivers out wide.
Pass off again.
Gives the handoff.
Oh, nice spin.
Absolutely. Good spin from Williams there. He's been the X factor of this game. Just these elusive moves, almost like a cheetah, honestly. Just able to dodge and weave around these defenders. He's been the best they've had so far on offense. 2nd and 4 now for the Falcons after a rush of about 6 from Williams. Williams in the backfield again that's going to be 3 receivers out wide, pardon me. Mahan looking for the snap. He'll take it. And another timeout called now. That may be the Falcons' last timeout if that was them. I think it will be. And maybe just some more confusion on the game. In the first half, that was just really the name of the game. So confusion, just unable to get connections going. So taking the timeout, maybe as needed here, just hoping to get the team on the same page, looking for these drives down the field. I know they have something going here. 6 minutes to go as the fourth quarter rolls around.
If that was their last timeout, that might have been a mistake, but who knows, because you might need that timeout for later in the game. Hopefully not.
I think the clock may have been stopped for the start of the fourth quarter, potentially a timeout. I'm unsure of what was happening. Some dispute between the refs, but coaches now coming on the field talking to the referee. Teams in the huddle now. Start of the fourth quarter, your score, Falcons 8, Bearcats 16, 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line. Almost in Coleman territory, looking to just keep pressing and pressing and pressing, applying the pressure they've had on this drive with these runs, these just big plays. The pass interference call really the drive setter here as Falcon offense just been strong pushing down the field.
Yeah, their offense has been great. The maneuvers and the runs.
Absolutely.
Coleman's defense is even better, though.
Mahan looking for the snap. Takes it. That's going to be another handoff to Williams, juking around a man, still on his feet, bouncing around the outside. Fumbles. Mahan picks it up, and he will go down. Disastrous play there, but good recovery. That's going to push us back to about 3rd and 8, around the 50-yard line. These fumbles for the Falcons, we had a fumble earlier in the game, just 2 fumbles on the play, actually. Mahan and the receiver just unable to hold on to the ball, as that is not what you need here. Starting the fourth quarter, down by 1 score. This is huge. 3rd and 8. Mahan getting ready, drawing his hands off, the nerves maybe setting in, but that is not what you need here. You need to be on the same page. You need to be going. Mahan rolls out to his left, looking, has a man downfield, just off.
I was going to say that they need to quit some of that pass off and maybe do a good throw, and that's what they tried to do, but I'm not sure what number that was, but he did not get the ball.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Mahan, just some off throws, a little off to the left, right, up, and that has been costly for them. They've had these shots, but unable to deliver. He just needs to be able to fix these mistakes, especially later on in the season. Falcons still in this game, but that has been the key so far.
It's been tied they've been down for a while now. Hopefully they can get a touchdown in the next 5 minutes, or else not looking so good.
Falcons going for it now on 4th and 8, surprising to me. Mahan looking, rolls out to his left, under pressure. Mahan still has it, and incomplete, just short of Malik Turner, looking for the first down but unable to get it, and the Coleman Bearcats will have the ball, taking over at the 50.
When under pressure, that can be a hard throw to do when you're getting chased by somebody and trying to look for your guy.
Absolutely. The O-line just needs to hold these. You know, they've had the receivers, but Mahan had to roll out on that one, as he has numerous times throughout this game, but just unable to get anything going there. Mahan now walking off, takes his helmet off. Maybe a little frustrated after that one. Understandably so. He won't play defense here. I think that's the right move here from the coaching staff. As
Seems
Mahan,
like he might need a break.
Absolutely.
They're playing a lot.
Yes, absolutely. He's been just running all over the field. He needs to clear his head, get his thoughts straight, just be able to tie the game up here. Hoping the defense can get something, and just hoping to watch and see what we can do. Here we go now. Coleman, a tight look, many backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off, and the defense, number 77, missed the first tackle, came off with it. A huge throw there. That was Raymond Russell on the tackle, just throwing the man to the ground. This is what we were talking about earlier, just the heat between these two teams.
Number 26 really got thrown.
Absolutely. This running back's such a tough position in all levels of football. You get thrown around, you're going to fumble, you're going to have all of these things going against you, and everybody on the defense is hungry, like a hungry shark, just looking for you, hoping to take you out, not let anything go for you. But running backs, they know that, and that's why it's just such a tough position to play. As, a throw from Coleman on second down to the exact same person, number 26. That's a gain of about 20 yards.
26 just got his comeback after getting thrown. He got plenty down the field.
Absolutely. This game so far has had some nice redemption story, as, we had Davion Butler. He was the one who was the target on an earlier interception by the Falcons. He made the interception late in the second half. Falcons weren't able to make anything, in the second quarter. Falcons weren't able to make anything from it, but just after such a loss, just not feeling good about the play, that is when these players really are able to deliver.
For sure, I agree with that.
Coleman now, 3 receivers out wide, 1 back in the backfield, 26 in motion. Low snap from the center, still able to catch it.
And going straight through.
Good run from Coleman there, and that is a gain of about 10 yards. Just a collapse from the Florence defense, the D-line. The Coleman O-line has been so just important to this game. They've held all their blocks, given the quarterback everything that he wants, time to read, time to look, just all of the time in the world. Even with the running back, too, just being able to drive downfield and able to get these 10, 20 huge rushing plays. Running back subbed out now, number 22 opting in for number 15. Some sportsmanship here from Coleman, just hyping each other up. They're in the red zone. They're down at about the 18-yard line. This could seal the game for Coleman. And that will be a timeout now after some movement on the field from Coleman, just, taking the timeout. That's a good call here. They're up. The Falcon defense, too, they could use this. Just, getting set. Some frustration now as number 21 just throwing off his helmet in frustration for the Falcons. Just the whole team just hoping for the strike that they can get, hoping to get their offense back on the field, hoping their offense can drive, go down, get something going. But the defense will take as much of the timeout as the offense will here. Make the most of it. Florence now, 3:12 to go in your game. Your score, Bearcats 16, Falcons 8. Fourth quarter, 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Ball at Coleman has it, driving at the Florence 18 in the red zone now. This is where the defense needs to buckle down. We saw earlier they were able to get the stops, blowing up the screen plays, blowing up the runs, but this is when it really matters, as both teams now hoping, Florence defense hoping to get a stop, go down, Coleman hoping to seal this game. Let's see what the Falcons can do.
Coleman now. Hoping for this touchdown in this play, maybe.
Man in motion, number 26. Coleman
pass
jet
off
touch
to 26.
pass.
Oh, this is a good
He's
one.
got room, and that is a gain of about, helmet's flying off. Wow, big hits. That may be unsportsmanlike conduct call as the ref threw out a flag. Wow. Both teams just hard-hitting, taking out their frustration on the player.
Who did that? I'm not sure what number.
Me either, but both
this
teams.
This game is getting heated for sure.
Absolutely.
Florence is probably mad that they're this close.
Absolutely. Every single player just taking out their frustration, and you don't want to draw flags like that, just hoping to calm themselves down, as Coleman has it at about the 6-yard line. Mm-hmm. This is touchdown territory. Falcon defense needs a stop here, hoping for more of what they did earlier in the half. As is looking, Coleman is going to have 3 men in the backfield, 1 man out wide. Coleman takes a snap, going to be another jet touch pass. Same person, 26. Florence defense able to get a stop after a near touchdown.
Just right, so close.
Florence defense able to save the down there, as number 26 for the Bearcats has been so key to this game. He was the one who had the big gain setting this drive up. He is the real fourth quarter player here, but the Falcon defense is looking to stop him, stop the entire offense, and get something, as a timeout will be taken. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. Score, Bearcats 16, Florence 8. 3-yard line. Any good run, any good pass, any short play here would be a touchdown.
If I was in their position, I'm not sure if I would go for a pass off or for a throw. Thinking maybe a throw, but because their defense is pretty good, our Falcons.
Absolutely. As you're talking about the defense being good on the rushing plays, those handoffs earlier, able to stop them. It was the drive went no gain, loss of 2, able to punt, or the Falcons forcing the punt. That's what they want here. Coleman has been driving down the field. They had the big pass setting them up, these jet sweep, jet touch pass, whatever you want to call it, the play able to get them down so far. The Falcons, they need a stop here, crucial. Not a lot of time left in the game, but if the Falcons get a stop here, that could breathe new life into both the defense and the offense.
For sure. Our cameraman down there is probably having lots of fun.
Absolutely. Team's very energized. Must be a blast. As the Falcon defense able to do just that. Costin Mahan getting what he has wanted this whole game. Not able to do much on the throws, just under pressure so much. Takes that out on defense. Able to get a absolutely incredible blow up on the play. As both teams now heading back to the huddle. That is fantastic playing from the Falcons. 3rd and 6 now for the Bearcats, able to get the stop. This is what these fans are living for. Families, friends, everybody in the stands screaming at the top of their lungs. This down right here. 3rd and 7 in the red zone at the 7-yard line. This is what defines the game. Could the Bearcats be able to pull it off, or will the Florence defense rally and be able to get that ball coming back to their offense here? Bearcats may go for it on 4th down so far down the field, just unsure maybe from the coaching staff. A lot of timeouts taken, lots of huddles made, but Bearcats look good to start this drive, but the Florence defense able to get exactly what they needed. The huge loss of 4 by Mahan nonetheless on the tackle. Last play, 3rd down and 7, 2:32 to go. Coleman now jogging on the field, the Florence defense ready. Linemen getting in stance, cornerbacks battening down. Everybody is ready for this down.
Ooh, another
They're gonna
pass
hand
off.
it off.
I'm not sure if these are the greatest ideas, but
That is huge from the Florence defense. 3 men crowding around him, able to bring him down. That's going to be about 4th and 3 as Coleman, number 22, is a little slow to get up, but he's going to be all right. And 4th down and 5 now for the Bearcats. Fantastic stop from the Florence defense. Just Bearcats handing it off, seeing that it worked earlier, but the Florence defense ready for it, you know.
Bearcats number 22 and 26 are doing quite well this game.
Absolutely. Just the Falcons able to roar back from what has been not the best drive from them. 4th and 5. As both teams will now go in the huddle. 1 minute 53 to play. Score still 16-8. Bearcats with the lead. Lots of energy here. Just music in the stadium. Brawley Stadium, you know. Absolutely fantastic. So much history here. We had UNA Lions play here. Florence Falcons. Both teams sharing the same stadium. Very historic field. Lots of games have been played here. Blood, sweat, and tears have been poured into this field by the Falcons. And that's what they need here. The opener, 1:53 to go. Down by 1 possession, 4th and 5. Hoping to lock it up, batten down, and secure the win here on this ever so important down. This has been just a fantastic showing in the red zone here for the defense. You know,
Sure. Coleman now coming down, getting ready to do this. Hopefully the
this
final
is going to be
play.
it. Coleman going for it. 4th and 5 at the 5-yard line. They cannot pick up the first down without a touchdown. They need a touchdown here. Falcon defense hoping to stop that. They're going to hand it off again. It's a fake. No, fake handoff, and they're able to get the touchdown. Wow. Good design play from Coleman, faking
Even
the
that
handoff.
faked me. I was.
Yeah, I called it as the handoff, but even I was looking the other way as I thought the running back had it. And Florence defense close to getting a stop there, but just a man open. He was able to secure it in the end zone, batting it down. And the Falcons need something huge here in order to rally themselves back. Down by 2 touchdowns now. Your score, Bearcats 22, Florence 8. 1:49 to go in the game.
If they'll go for the 2.
Yeah, it's looking like they're going to go for 2. Empty backfield for the quarterback, number 4. 5 wide, and another timeout here. Lots of huddles on this drive. This has been a crucial drive, though. This is what they need. Able to talk things over. The defense even able to calm down. You know, they're down by 2. There's a little bit of time left. They're going to need something big, but maybe, just maybe if they can pull it off, we'll be seeing the Falcons winning.
Yes. There's nothing much to lose right now for the Bearcats if they do the 1 or the 2, but it looks like they're going to be going for the 2.
Absolutely.
Making it 24-8. That'll be a hefty game.
That will be. Florence hoping for the stop here. If they're able to stop their 2-point conversion, that'll lead the score 22-8, and that will be quite exactly what the Falcons want here. You know, not a lot of kicking you see at the middle school level. Punts are just down at the 25, kickoff down at the 25. That's why maybe they're going for 2 here, but that also makes for some pretty exciting downs for the Florence team. Florence defense now Wildcat look. The receiver, the direct catch, and he will power in for the 2-point conversion.
That it will be 24-8.
Falcon defense unable to answer. The first Wildcat look of this game, just the ever so tricky formation. You know, the running back taking the direct snap, running it in. Close one for the defense, almost able to stop him, but just some power football. Physical, just down the line, battening down the hatches, and able to convert.
For sure.
1 minute, 49 seconds left. Your score, Bearcats 24, Falcons 8. The Falcons need 2 touchdowns and the 2-point conversions to tie it. This could be difficult, but if anyone can do it, it's our very own Florence Falcons.
For sure. Rooting for them, but hopefully they can do it. It's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
Very, very tough.
Football is a game all about miracle, though. We've seen it so many times, you know, just the Minneapolis Miracle in the NFL, Stephon Diggs, he had the touchdown. Not a lot of time left. That's Florence just missing it, you know.
Incomplete.
These players look up to people like that, like Diggs, like the NFL, all of these players, all of these teams.
Sure.
They know as much as the other guy that football can be
Most of those
won
players down
and
there.
lost just as easily.
For sure. Most of those players down there are probably thinking of an NFL player like, oh, I'm Tyreek Hill, you know.
Absolutely.
Trying to hype themselves up.
Wanting to be them, and maybe one day they could be that guy in the NFL. As Mahan takes a snap, rolling out to his left, fires downfield. Mahan, contested.
Hey, sweet
That's
catch.
going to be Davion Butler, able to get the catch.
All the way
One-on-one
down to the
jump
20
ball.
yard.
Mahan just a little short, but Butler able to account for it. That's going to be down at the 21 for
This
the Falcons.
might be possible.
Wow. Fantastic throw from the Falcons, now in plus territory, looking in the red zone. This could be exactly what we need here, just revitalizing some life into this offense. They need one more stop on defense. They have the ball back after that, and if they're able to pull off all of this, we could be singing the Falcons' victory.
Our one and only Florence Falcons might be able to do it.
Some timeouts now, as never mind, both teams will go out at the 21-yard line. Mahan now. Williams in the backfield. Davion Butler, the man with a huge play on the jump ball. He'll be running out. Mahan looking, almost throws it to him. Pump fakes. Mahan rolling out, spins out of a tackle, able to dump it off. The play's still going. Williams now looking for it. Touchdown Falcons! Wow. Costin
An
Mahan.
amazing play by Costin.
Defense surrounding him, able to dodge, able to spin out of it, dumps it off to Williams, ever so electric, juking, diving, just going for everything that he needs, and that will be the Falcons' touchdown. 1 minute 19 to go for Florence.
That was a exhilarating play.
Absolutely, just a blown-up play and still able to recover from it. That is a fantastic showing from the offense. They need the 2-point conversion now, hoping to make it a one-possession game. Florence Falcons looking for hope.
Let's hope they get this 2-point. I'm rooting.
Absolutely. One man's on the backfield, Williams. Mahan takes a snap. 3 receivers out wide. Mahan is going to run it, looking blown up. Mahan still on his feet.
And
Mahan
he got it.
able to stretch over the line. Wow.
Yes.
Rolled out to his right. Didn't see anything. Cut in. Able to convert.
14-24 might be our final score, but who knows? The Falcons did get that touchdown in about 30 seconds.
Absolutely. Your score, Florence Falcons 16, Bearcats 24. Wow. That is exactly what we were talking about a second ago. These big plays, the jump ball really defining it. That was Davion Butler with the catch on the one-on-one. And then just the fantastic showing, the pressure was coming in around Mahan. He was able to juke around it, still keeping the play alive, dumping it off to the running back, and he was able to get it in.
Tell right here, even some of the kids and families are dancing to that. They're getting hyped.
Absolutely. Everybody ready, clapping in the stadium. Florence re-energized after this. Kyon Williams has been the player of the game so far, scoring both touchdowns, one on the ground, one through the air. Almost a trifecta, but
yes.
I don't think we're going to see a passing touchdown
Costin
today.
Mayhem is very much doing these amazing passes for these touchdowns.
Absolutely. Mahan was just not the strongest going on, but he was able to do it.
He's stretching down there. Hopefully he's all right. Doesn't look the greatest.
And Florence now, they have used all of their timeouts, and the Bearcats are going to kneel it. That will likely be your final score, 16-24. 1 minute left in the game, clock still running. Falcons were able to get the touchdown late, but just unable to pull it off as all the timeouts were used, and the Bearcats.
2 seconds on the clock now.
It's looking like the Bearcats are going to go to 1-0. Falcons falling to 0-1, but still much of the season to be played. Just so much more, hoping for the playoff berth. Everything is on the line for the rest of this season, but they're going to take a look at this, go to the film room, do whatever they need to do. They're going to realize their mistakes, what they've done right, what they've done wrong.
Now.
Falcons hoping to bounce back, and that will be your final score as time expires. Absolutely strong Coleman team coming into Brawley Stadium. The Florence Falcons putting up a great show for themselves of late touchdown, fantastic playing, but unable to pull it off. Your final score, Florence Falcons 16, Bearcats 24.
Amazing game.
Both teams going in the huddle now, looking for their handshakes, very sportsmanlike from both teams. Falcons looking to hopefully come back later in the season, as that will do it for us here with the Falcon Broadcast Network. I'm Corbin Kitts.
This is Phineas Milliman.
And we're saying so long from Brawley Stadium.
Let's also give it up for the Bearcat cheerleaders and the Florence Falcons cheerleaders.